Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It has been a right hot minute, and that's because I really only do Rainbow High. And we all know they've taken a plunge into the toilet. And so, yeah, we've had pretty much nothing. I'm pretty much done buying them. I did not buy their Paris line, so let's shift gears. I am very interested in these new Mirror Me, and I was able to score this one at Target. I had to drive 45 minutes away. There's 15 Targets in my area, and not one had them in stock. Actually, the one closest to my house said they did, but when I drove there at 8 o'clock in the morning and was the first one in the doors, they said, just kidding. We don't know why it says that. We don't have any. So, yeah, I had to do this. It would not let me buy one on the app, even though it said limited stock. So I had to call in to the Target, which was 45 minutes away. And they're like, oh, yeah, we just put 2 out this morning. And I was talking to the guy in electronics because nobody answered the phone after I called 10 different departments. And he was like, I asked him if he could take both of them so I could buy them both. He was like, I'll grab one. So he grabbed one. He put it in electronics for me and held it for a couple hours while I got ready and headed up. So voila, I'm stoked. I have the other 5 on order. The 4 on Amazon, I was able to secure one at a time. At 4 in the morning, I was on vacation, sitting at my cabin, not sleeping, and I was like, ooh, look, there's one. And I bought it and then refreshed, went down, and there was another one in stock. And as I bought one, it would go out of stock and then another one would come in stock. So I did that for all 4. I had to buy them individually, but they all 4 went in stock and out of stock within a 5-minute span. And so I bought all 4 and then they were all out of stock again. And then the one at Walmart, Suki, I found her online last night, quickly bought her, and then she was out of stock again 5 minutes later. So it's crazy. I don't know why MGA can't just release them in a normal fashion. Here's enough for everybody. It's always got to be this FOMO drama, and you never have any idea because some of them never come back in stock. Some MGA products never come back in stock. And if you miss out, you miss out. And sometimes they do. I saw stuff at Target that I bought from overseas a year ago, but it's taken a year for them to show up in Target. The last MGA release, the white-haired alien girl, I don't remember her name, but anyways, here we are. Shai Meadows, this is one of my favorites. The red one, Blaze, she was my absolute favorite. That's why I changed my logo to Blaze. And then Shai is my second favorite. And, we'll just take a look at her, and then when we flip the box, there's a picture of everyone on the back. I'm assuming everybody has seen these. If you haven't, this is a new line that MGA has released. It seems to be more geared towards what Rainbow High fans have been asking for, which is, articulation, decent clothes. We really could care less about plastic accessories. We want real quality accessories. If you're gonna do a purse, we want a fabric purse, like the old Rainbow High. So we're still not getting quality like we were. I don't know why, but whatever. These are $29.99, at least here in the US. That is what I paid. I did not have to pay an exorbitant price for any of them. I would recommend you not do that. I feel like they all will be available. It just might take some time. I was surprised at how small the faces are. I don't know why I was expecting them to be closer, to the size of Rainbow High. I will show you, you can kind of see my Rainbow High in the background, but I'll do more of a comparison when we get her out of the box. So let's take a roll. Here's the artwork, is so cute. It's a very realistic version. It almost looks like a photograph that's been drawn over. So very realistic art. I like that. The boxes are extremely secure. I thought I could just like, usually with rainbow highs, you can kind of untape them, slide the box open, take a look at them, and close the box. I could not do that with her. These are like anchored down. So here's the Mirror Me logo. It's all in a mirror. And M-I, it's spelled M-I, so Mirror Me. I've heard that it says here, watch us on YouTube. I've heard there's going to be, I think they said it was going to be an anime show based on these characters. So I don't know. We'll see. So her name is Shai Meadows, S-H-A-I, and they are all based on personality types, or emotions. Here's the back, beautiful artwork once again. It says, mirror me, feelings change and auras shift, but with friendship that totally gets you. You can shine in every mood. Then it has her name and has emotion is sheepish, thus the sheep. Nickname, Shai. Aura, soft and sweet. Likes vinyls, as in vinyl records for you youngins. Vinyls and vanilla honey matcha. And then her favorite lyric is, I take my time, I know who I am when it feels right. I don't know what that means. Like, I know who I am when it feels right. Wouldn't you just know who you are all the time? Whatever. I don't get it. Here's the rest of the group. I don't remember all their names. I'm not gonna lie. I know this is Blaze, Suki, something with a K, right? I don't remember. Luna. I don't remember their names. I'm not gonna lie. I have them all in order, but I don't remember their names. But Blaze is my second favorite. Or sorry, she's my first favorite. Shai's my second. Third, I don't know. I like this one, but I have things about her I don't like. So these two are probably a tie, and then these two are probably a tie. So yeah. Let's crack her open, shall we, everybody? Okay, she's out. Not too bad on the unboxing, honestly. It's just snipping a few elastic or tie downs. Much easier than Rainbow High, I thought. And yeah, they do not come with stands, okay? This is just a Rainbow High stand. Sad days. Hey, MGA, please give us stands. Please, please, please. Come on. Let's be real. But yeah, I love her. I want to show you really quick because I was really surprised at this size difference. I thought their heads were closer to Rainbow High size, and I was like taken aback when I saw her in real life. Look how small their heads are compared to Rainbow High. I honestly thought they were like almost the same molds, but holy moly, they're like Monster High size heads. They're like less than half the size of a Rainbow High head. They're tiny. So eyes are tiny, heads are tiny. All of them are tiny. So they are the same height. But yeah, everything is much smaller. I saw that you can use like Monster High, Bratz, those kind of clothes will fit these. That's what I've been told. So, I mean, that's a bonus, right? Okay, on the downside, I have tons of Rainbow High clothes, and I mean tons. I'm talking like 2 human-sized suitcases full of Rainbow High clothes, extra. Let's take a look at her details, everybody. Her hair is very soft and fluffy curls. Trying not to like ruin it, but it is very soft. Very touchable. She's got 2 different tones. There's like a light white cream and like a light beige-ish. So very sheepish. It does definitely remind me of sheep fur. I did grow up on a farm, so I've seen a lot of sheep. She's got these adorable. So it's kind of like a half up hairstyle, and then you've got a center part, and then these two cute little curly space buns on top. And then she has these cute little curl bangs that are just adorable. Like little donut curls. They're so cute. We got like 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6 little like ringlet curls. Let's see if I can focus better. There we go. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Okay. She has very striking blue eyes. Beautiful, beautiful. I have a little hint of purple in there. And she's got some freckles. She reminds me a lot of Victoria, which is why I brought Victoria to compare her to. She's got the freckles across the bridge of her nose and under the eyes across like the cheekbones. And she's got very light, soft, like a blonde colored eyebrows, long eyelashes, and a little bit of blush, and a very soft, beautiful pink lip. I like how dainty and kind of muted it is. It's very soft and not overpowering. So I like that it doesn't take away from anything. It's just a little accent, because it's really the only thing that's color is her lips and her eyes. So, and then in her hair, this is plastic, unfortunately, but it's this cute little, kind of like a bonnet, but it's just like a headband with a ruffle on each side, and then little fake ribbons that hang down by her ears, so it looks like it's tied. She does have ear holes, but no earrings. And we have these cute little light powder blue overalls with little, look at these little gold, they're little sheep ears on her buckles. Isn't that cute? And then she has this faux fur collar that looks like sheep fur. Very soft. It's like soft as can be. So soft. Softer than her hair. And that's just this big fluffy collar. And then underneath, the shirt's adorable, is this midriff shirt. Just a white shirt with little gold buttons, faux buttons. And she has long sleeves. We do have articulation. We have elbows. And we have wrists. Yay, we have wrists. And her hands are very soft and moldable. Very pliable. More pliable than LOL. OMG. I don't really do Monster High, but I think they're to the level of Monster High. They're very bendable. She's got very long nails, but they're not painted, so they blend in with her fingers. But we have these long sleeves. That's like a, gosh, it almost feels like a velvet. It's very soft. It's like a soft cotton, but it feels velvety. Or suede, sorry, it feels like suede. That's what I would call it. It's not, but that's like, it's very soft like that. And then we have the same like sheepish fur on like a big bell sleeve, which hangs way low on her hands. Sorry, the focus is terrible on this. Come on, focus. And here we have a little sheep on her stomach that has these little tiny golden pink ears on both sides. And then we have this little sheer ruffle around the top of the sheep. And the whole face is like embroidered and just super soft, fuzzy fabric. And then for the skirt, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of lace, and it's so soft, very soft. And then she has these little bloomers underneath that have cotton at the top, and then just this fuzzy sheep fluff on the bottom. And they hang out, and they are, I guess they're shorts, technically. These are bloomers. It's supposed to look like bloomers with a skirt, but... And then, so her hands and face have like a very light skin tone. Looks like just a beautiful creamy white, creamy white skin tone. Peach. Absolutely stunning. Just like a beautiful fair face. And then the legs are white, starting at the hip. We have hips, just like the old Rainbow High, where you could do the splits, so you can move their legs out, forward, around in a circle. They're very pliable. Love it. And then that white just kind of ombres down into the same color of creamy peach that you have on the rest of her body. And that hits about mid-calf. So very cool how they did that. I like it. And then we have her socks, or leg warmers maybe. And they start with a little bit of lace at the top. You can see this dainty little ruffle. And then you have this beautiful pastel sky blue bow with these little pom-poms. Cute little white pom-poms, or cream pom-poms. And then we have this sheepy, fluffy fabric at the top under that. And then that goes down and extends into this adorable leg warmer that folds over her boots. Very reminiscent of 2-Pack Sunny. Very similar indeed. And her boots have this little like cloven foot, just like a sheep would have. Super cute detail. And they are this sweet little precious sky blue, just barely blue. Like these are so faint that they're almost white. I love it. They're so precious. So the whole shoe, and this is a decent quality shoe, very reminiscent of the old Rainbow High style of shoe, where it's not that garbage plastic that they've been using for the last couple of years. These are very soft, like they're bendable, pliable. It's more of a rubber than a plastic as far as how it feels. Very, very soft. And they have, so you've got the cloven hoof, little split on the toe. And you've got a little heel. And then the back heel is actually shiny while the rest of the shoe is matte. And then on the side they have a little tiny button you can see right there on the buckle. So very cute. They do have the markings for left and right. Right here you can see it has an R. So very cute. And then this is what her little tootsies look like. Looks very much like a Rainbow High foot. Arched feet. And that's what you've got as far as the printing on the bottom. Let's put their shoe back on. Sorry. This has crazy weird focus problems. Okay, let's put our shoe back on. Put her on her, not her stand. Oh, let's look at the back. I think it just Velcros up the back, probably. Let's see. Yes, so we have Velcro here and Velcro on the top, and they are absolutely 2 separate pieces. So that's awesome. We like that. Underneath, she's got painted on blue, sky blue panties. So that's cute. And let's take a look at her accessories really quick. Gosh, I wish they came with stands. Sure would be nice. Here's her purse. It's a little baby blue lamb, sheep, whatever you want to call it. It's got like a little, I don't know how you would call it, like a little checkered effect on the face. So it looks like fabric, and then it's got faux seams, and then there's the little purse. You can take the strap, and I don't like that it clips like that because this doesn't stand very well, so you know it's probably gonna fall off of her most likely. But we'll take a quick look and see if it does stay on her. Is it supposed to crossbody or what? Let's see. Probably, huh? Let's lift her arm. And I don't know how this is going to stay on. It's very, very delicate. Okay. So you've got that. And trying to get this readjusted. And then she has this little, I don't even know what this is. What is this, y'all? Some kind of croissant? I don't know. Little whipped cream snack with a little bunny on top. That's cute. It's just plastic. And then she has this record and a record player. Has this little case. You have to take the record off, I think, for the case to go on, though. Yeah. So you've got this white pearlescent record. It's got like faux buttons and a blue record needle. And then you have a clear case that can go on top. And these little faux baby blue knobs and controls on the front, little speakers. Super cute. And then if you take the case off, there's this adorable little cream colored record with glitter, and it says Suddenly Shai. It's not focusing. There we go. And it looks like it has little sheepies. And you can put that on. It would be cute if it played, but it doesn't. Very cute. It would be even cuter if this like had a hinge so you could like lift it up, but it's no. And I'm not seeing any way to get this to stay on while the record is on it. There we go. Okay. Figured it out. So there it is. There's her record. So yeah, that is Shai Meadows. You've got her record, her little croissant, and her little sheep purse, and her. Very, very adorable. And let's one more time do a little comparison. Same height, but much, much smaller. The legs are actually bigger, like wider. And the legs are much longer. The arms look like they might be, well, it's hard to say. They might be the same. But much softer than the hands on. These are very, very delicate. But anyways, I love her. She's beautiful. It'll be interesting to see where this line goes and how many characters they roll out. So I would be interested to hear your thoughts and what you're thinking. Are you diehard Rainbow High? Are you interested in switching over to the Mirror Me? I've heard that Rainbow High is being discontinued completely anyways. So, you know, it could be that this is the only option for this type of thing. In my opinion, this is the only comparable option. Like Monster High just doesn't cut it for me. LOL doesn't do it for me. Like I want glass eyes. I want quality clothes. Like I want attention to detail. Just, things like that. So we will see how it goes from here. But I'm happy to see this line. I'm glad they're only $30 and not like $50. It's nothing outrageous. They're affordable. They don't have, a second outfit or anything, but at least we're getting quality clothes again and articulation. So yeah, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for being here. And as soon as the other 5 arrive, I will be unboxing those as well. Suki should be next. She should be here, I believe, on Tuesday. So I should have another video out on Tuesday. Thanks again, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.